All right, shalom. This is Hanasa Amban Yashala from the Lions of the Yashala camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and then before I start this lesson, I want to give a quick testimony. I don't know, my mind was going crazy last night, and you know what I'm saying, I woke up at 2:30 and my mind was racing, the anxiety level was high. Didn't even necessarily know what for, and I was just wrestling. I didn't even know what I was wrestling with, but just wrestling. And so I decided to pray. When I prayed, I asked you, how about Shem Yahushai to deliver me from my own thoughts, basically give me His mind instead of my own. Give me of a sound mind, so I won't have these thoughts, and everything that were plaguing me at the time. So I prayed for that, felt better, and when I woke up the next morning, the elder had did a video. The elder Harawam, the elder of the Lions Den, did a video that was prepare thy soul for temptation. And I watched the video and everything, and that was to me that was just confirmation that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai heard my prayer. Because that the inspiration behind and the inspiration and timing behind him making that video just helps me know. I mean, we always know He's with us, but we sometimes, like, a little bit of confirmation helps us go a long way, helps boost our faith, and that was a real faith booster for me. Because I was going through it. I was but I got through it, prayed about it, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai heard my prayer, and here we are. So, so the name of this lesson is going to be the battleground, the war in the mind. All right. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." All right. And that's the spirit, which ultimately is talking about your mind. Being of a sound mind, meaning you're going to be of a sound spirit, living according to the spirit, not according to the flesh. Okay? It says, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble." It says, "Set thy heart aright," and the word "heart" for in the Hebrew is lab, which means your mind. Like, all right. So set that heart aright, meaning set your mind aright. Keep aright. Keep your mind focused on your Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, on the word, on these scriptures, because these scriptures is what's comfort us in our time of need. Like, because all the things this world plagues the crap out of us, man. Everywhere you turn, you see wickedness, and we're doing everything that we can do about it. We're doing exactly what the Most High, tells us to do. But sometimes we get afflicted, and we feel the pressure and the weight of this world, man. Because this is depressing. Well, surely, Shlakia, the scripture says, "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad." So the more wiser we become in this truth, the more we have to secure ourselves, because with more wisdom comes much sorrow. Roughly paraphrasing. Let me see if I can find it. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18. It says, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. And that's the more we learn about this truth, man, the more we see hell compass us round about. And being a light in a dark place, what does light try to do? When you shine towards it, it tries to flee, but it tries to also consume you at the same time. So the things in this on this, the things that we see on a day-to-day basis, the wickedness that we see becomes can potentially become a plague unto the mind if we're not grounded in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We can't waver at all. You know, we can't trust in our own state of mind because ours is wicked. We have to trust in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai because this book is full of mournings, lamentations, and woes, and it's also full of comfortings too. Because as we increase in sorrow, seeing the state of Israel and how wicked the world is, all right, we get comforted by, you know, and then we suffer these persecutions. We get comforted by the reward that's stated in the Bible, you know, um about those that endure the persecutions to the end. You know, all right. So we set our heart upright. Let me go back to Sirach chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble." All right, like being anxious and making haste in the time of trouble comes along when looking for the screen turning like that. Comes along when you um don't have your mind set on your how about Shemi Shai. You got to slow down and be like, wait a minute. Let me move how the spirit move. Let me move how you want me to move. How hey, what's my next move? Pray and light the incense and leave it at that. All right, so keep our mind on these scriptures and enduring and not giving haste in the time of trouble, man. Next scripture I want to get is First Peter 1:13. It says, "Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach." All right, so continuing to be sober, keeping our eyes one track, have a one track mind on Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and staying steadfast in the truth and in the faith. All right, let me get Luke. Lucky. Luke 12:35. It says, "Let your loins be girded about, and your lights and your lights burning." Meaning, how do we got to trim our lamps? How do we trim our lamps? We need oil. All right, just like the parable about the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. The 5 that were wise had the oil of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, had this word to keep their light lit. So it says, let your loins be girded about with what? Girded about with truth. In fact, Slacker. I got it coming up. Hold on. Ephesians 6:14. It says, stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth and having on the breastplate of righteousness. All right. So we're girded by the truth. All right. So going back to Luke, and that's how we're sanctified, set apart by the truth. What does the scripture say? The truth shall, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But you have these other nations and the 2/3 of our people that are in bondage because they don't understand the truth. All right, just Luke 12:35. It says, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. So you have to continue studying to get this oil to keep your light, so you keep trimming your lamp and keep your light burning. Because you're gonna suffer through afflictions all day. You're gonna have stumbling blocks thrown your way at any given time. And the biggest war is the war against yourself. That's the biggest part of the war, is the war against yourself, man. Right? We struggle within ourselves with doubt, guilt, you know what I'm saying, blame, unworthiness. These are the things we struggle with within ourselves. Those are all potential stumbling blocks and plagues of the mind. Slarky. Let me get Romans chapter 7, verse 23. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. All right, so that's the war between the flesh and the spirit. The spirit is vexed because we sometimes do things according to the flesh because of sin. All right, warring against the law of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why we feel that guiltiness. But Yahweh Shem Shai said that let not thy sins be a burden unto thee. Let not thy sins weigh you down. So we can't continue to struggle within ourselves, all right, because we, you know what I'm saying, then we want to call somebody else the devil. No, you're being the devil, you're deceiving yourself. If Yahweh Shem Shai chose you, do you have, just realize that and roll with the punches and endure, all right? But like Paul was describing it throughout the whole book of Romans chapter 7. All right, this is Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. All right. So and that's what we war against, trying to come as close to perfection as we can, and but that also can be a curse unto us, because when we fall short, and it's written that we're gonna fall short, sometimes we cast a little bit too much blame to ourselves, you know. All right, so verse 18 it says, but if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. meaning you're gonna eventually get new flesh anyway in an incorruptible body. So you're gonna be judged according to your works, according to your faith, not according to the deeds of the law, which is subject to vanity because of the flesh. All right. Let me get Romans chapter 8, verse 6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. All right, so if you're dwelling in the spirit, you're at peace. But if a lot of these things in this carnal realm conflict us, because we got some part of it, that we're somewhat still attached to, but that we're probably at any given time ready to depart from it. But I don't know. Sometimes we inflict pain on ourselves that's unnecessary, you know. But it was a beautiful thing that the elder did that lesson, man. That just gave me confirmation that, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shem Yahushua hears our prayers, man. And I'm so thankful that he heard mine. Okay. Let me get another scripture. This is Sirach, 25 and 13. It says, "Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart." Right. So, plague of your mind, man. You know, keep your mind sound. You know, because the scripture said, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, meaning you'll have a sound mind and understanding. And that's what we focus upon. We focus upon studying, teaching, and having endurance. All right. It says, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of the heart wickedness of a woman. All right. So that's just it, you know. Give me any plague of the plague of the heart. Give me any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. That can be twofold: the earthly woman and the wickedness of these false philosophies. Those women. All right. So you know, we endure to the end. You know, and wait on the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to dwell with us. All right. Um, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and served its purpose. And with that being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing this truth, the sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Shalom.